Hey there, welcome to my channel. Have you ever stood beneath the vast expanse of the night sky and pondered its mysteries? What if the stars held secrets not just about our universe, but about our past here on Earth? Imagine the ancient Egyptians, masters of mathematics, engineering, and astronomy, staring up at the constellations and finding a connection between the heavens and their earthly ambitions. Picture yourself standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest and oldest of the three pyramids at the Giza Plateau. The scorching sun beating down on the endless expanse of the desert. You gaze upwards and notice the three main pyramids don't sit in a straight line. They form a diagonal pattern that mirrors the three stars of Orion's belt. Is this just a coincidence, or is there a deeper meaning hidden within? In the 1980s, researchers Robert Balval and Adrian Gilbert came forward with an intriguing idea. They suggested that the three pyramids were intentionally aligned with the stars of Orion's belt, a phenomenon later termed the Orion correlation theory. But why would ancient builders have done this? Well, according to Egyptian mythology, Orion was considered the embodiment of Osiris, the god of the afterlife. By aligning the pyramids with Orion's belt, they essentially created an earthly representation of the path the souls of the pharaohs would take after death. But the story doesn't end there. The Great Pyramid, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, holds another secret. When you enter the pyramid and travel through its narrow passages, you'll find two shafts that pierce through the darkness. These passages, known as air shafts, point to specific stars, one towards Orion's belt and the other towards Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. Sirius was associated with the goddess Isis, making this alignment even more significant. Could these star shafts be seen as spiritual stairways for the soul to ascend into the heavens during the journey into the afterlife? The idea of the pyramids as a celestial map is truly fascinating. It suggests that the ancient Egyptians weren't just keen observers of the night sky, but also active participants in the cosmic dance. They saw the stars not just as distant twinkling lights, but as guides, as teachers, as a way to connect with the divine. But what makes this theory even more compelling is that the Great Pyramid is aligned almost perfectly to true north. Its orientation is off by less than 0.05 degrees, which is more precise than many modern buildings. This level of accuracy achieved without any sophisticated tools like a GPS or a compass is nothing short of astonishing. But why did they need such precision? One theory suggests that they used the North Star, known as Thuban, during the time of the pyramid's construction, which lies in the constellation of Draco the Dragon. By tracking the movement of Thuban, the Egyptians could have determined true north and used it to align the pyramid. Now let's shift our focus from the individual pyramids to the entire Giza Plateau. Here's where things get really mind-boggling. Each of the three pyramids represents a different stage in the life cycle of the Egyptian pharaohs. The Great Pyramid symbolizes the pharaoh's earthly reign, while the second largest pyramid of Khufu represents the transition into the afterlife. Finally, the third smallest pyramid of Menkaure embodies the pharaoh's journey into the underworld. But the story of the pyramids in the stars doesn't end with the Egyptians. Similar connections have been found between various ancient structures and celestial bodies. For example, Mayan temples in Central America and Incan cities in South America exhibit striking alignments with the stars. Even ancient monuments in Asia show similar connections. It's as if throughout history, people across the globe were drawn to connect the Earth with the cosmos, seeking a deeper understanding of their place in the universe. The Orion correlation theory and the alignment of the pyramids with the stars remains a subject of debate among historians and archaeologists. While some argue that the theory is exaggerated and that the match between the pyramids and Orion's belt is not exact, even they admit that the overall orientation is astonishing for its time. After all, the pyramids were built around 2500 BCE, when the concept of a 0.4 latitude and longitude had not yet been established. So while we may never know for sure whether the pyramids were intended as a celestial map or a tomb, one thing is certain: the ancient Egyptians had an intimate knowledge of the stars and their movements. They didn't just observe the heavens, they became part of it. They understood that the stars were not just distant lights, but guiding stars. As you stand before the pyramids, looking up at the night sky filled with countless stars, remember that those same stars twinkled over the builders of the pyramids thousands of years ago. The ancient Egyptians saw the same Orion's belt, the same Sirius, the same patterns that we see today. They used these stars not just for navigation or agriculture, but to connect with something greater, something beyond the confines of their earthly realm. They sought to align themselves with the cosmos, to make their earthly structures a reflection of the celestial order. So the next time you look up at the night sky, ask yourself, are the stars just distant lights, or are they trying to tell us something? Are they trying to show us the way?